All right, let's talk some more Bitcoin. The Bitcoin community is doing the WEF's work for them. The WEF must love them, I tell you. I mean, if BlackRock, Vanguard, and all these people who are the nemesis of the Bitcoin community are all like, Bitcoin's looking at it and going, "Oh, this is great. They're joining into Bitcoin." Don't you see a problem with that? They're normalizing it. The WEF has crypto people at their Davos meetings. They have tents there. They have experts in it because they love it. They're encouraging it. The Javier Milei, Argentina president, who's a Bitcoin enthusiast, we said it at the election, is that he's going to bring Bitcoin in because he's WEF, or not. I mean, some sort of digital currency. What did he do? He brought in Bitcoin, and I've said Donald Trump is going to do something with the CBDC, and he stood up and said, no CBDC, but now I wonder if we're going to get a Bitcoin type deal with Donald Trump. And or some sort of digital thing is going to come up. And people are going to follow Trump because to most of the conservative right, he's bigger than Jesus. So I'm watching I'm kind of going, is anybody looking at this? These Bitcoin people think that they're doing something to beat the WEF. We're beating them. We're coming up with our digital currency. You're doing their damn work for them. You're programming everybody to go cashless, and it's incredible. They own the narrative. They own the counter narrative. And if you don't think that, you're a fool. And I look at it and I go, so what's the answer? To me, it's my spirituality, what God has for my life. Read my book, Vegetable Garden, Faith and a Corvette. The one thing I learned is when you live in God's economy, boom or bust, it doesn't matter. You're at peace. He's at perfect peace whose mind is stayed on him. And there can be so much chaos around your life, people doing all sorts of things. But if you can stay at peace in that, and that peace comes from a divine connection, for me, it's my relationship with Jesus, where I've surrendered my life, I've surrendered my control, my fear, my anxieties, my whatevers, and I just walk. Do I still feel those things? Absolutely. But I know how to surrender. So Bitcoin, you go ahead and you do it. I'm not saying don't have it, but you are part of the system that you are fighting. You are part of the system. You are creating the new system. And when they bring it in, and I think what they're going to do with Bitcoin, and they're normalizing it here in Australia, I think the tax office wants you to declare your earnings from Bitcoin. Banks are now starting to accept Bitcoin and these sort of things, and they are normalizing it. What are they going to do? They're going to give us all a digital ID, which they've just passed here in Australia. They're going to say your Bitcoin, you're allowed to have it, but it has to be in your normalized earnings, part of your digital ID. And as it's part of your digital ID, it's now part of a CBDC. Because they'll say, well, you can transfer those earnings across digitally because you're so good at digital. We're going to transfer that across to CBDC earnings and you can use that because Bitcoin will seamlessly be able to be used. And are we fools? You're doing their work for them. Oh, Bitcoin's a savior. Absolutely, Bitcoin's going to be here. It's not a savior, but Bitcoin's going to be here because they love it. BlackRock, Vanguard, these people are going to make sure that it's there. The WEF wants it to be there. You watch it come into the US in part of what they're doing. It's to me, it's bewildering that people can look at that. I tell you, the well-traveled path the government already has nailed. The WEF. They already have it planned. They have some of the smartest men in the world that have planned for this sort of thing. They are playing you. What's the answer? The answer, firstly, like I told you, is faith, and the secondly is to go the less well-traveled path. That's why there's things like emeralds, and I've promoted emeralds on the site. Say, well, emeralds aren't... No, let's face it, you are going to lose some of your standard of living. You are going to lose your comfort. You are going to lose your normal. And if you are not prepared to do that, it's going to get forced on you, coerced onto you. And I think many people now are having the invitation to step out of their normal. I know people that are in absolute misery, relationships. They're in misery. They're making it work. They're not in love. They don't have love there, but they're kidding themselves because it's too much effort to change it. It's too much effort to put in some responsibility and take responsibility for yourself. What if things go wrong? What if he doesn't like me? What if she doesn't? What if, you know what? Grow up. Grow up, folks. Take responsibility for your life. Now is the time to take action before you've got a gun in your back. Take some action and start to take responsibility for your life and say, how can I actually walk this when things go the way that is not normal? So I'm a little bit forceful today from some of my normal videos because it's just misery loves company. People want to sit around, suck their thumb, and complain about what the government's doing. Get off your backside and do something. Get off your backside and make a difference. You know, I had somebody send a message on one of my videos a few days ago, and they're like, oh, you know, there's nothing we can do. It's all over. We're done. One of them said, well, our forefathers have been through this before. We should know, but we're in it worse. You know why? Your forefathers showed you what you're going to do. You're in the US, the forefathers showed you what they're going to do. And they've said, we've shown you what you need to do. And it's become worse. And you still won't get off your bum and do anything. I'm not talking about physical violence or anything. I'm talking about taking some responsibility for your life, getting up and saying, I need to make a difference. I need to change the world around me and the people that are in it. I can't change, but I can be an example, a living example. If people want peace, they can come to me. I've had people that have left my life, accused me of things, abused me of things, whatever. That's fine. But you know what? I'm here. Nothing changes in that. I'm here. You can go into your chaos. You can go into your dramas. You can try to keep you normal, but normal is going away. It's gone away. And the quicker we wake up to that, take responsibility for our lives, the better. There are things you can put money into. There are investments, things you can do. There are things that can safeguard you. Nothing is a final answer. But if you're open to the flow, you're open to what God's... That's why I talk about the peace. Following the peace as things come to you that you say, I'm going to do this, but today I'm going to sell. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Live in God's economy. Get the people around you. Like I keep saying, too many people are with all the wrong people, doing all the wrong things, in all the wrong places, and wondering why they don't have peace and fulfillment for their life. Get the right people around your life, in the right places, doing the right things that are righteous, the things that fulfill your purpose and your destiny and the calling of what your life is supposed to be. Yes, you're going to have some hard decisions to make. Yes, there's going to be some risks involved, but it ain't nothing compared to what's coming down the pipeline. You can feel it. You can feel the pull. You can feel the pull, the spiritual pull in you that you need to make a difference. Follow it. Trust yourself. Trust that. Talked to a woman once, and I said about her intuition. She says, well, I don't listen to my intuition much. You know what? Listen to your intuition. God's given it to you. He's speaking to you, but you refuse to listen because you want control of what's going on around your life. Let go, and then you might actually find love. Let go, and you might actually find freedom by walking what's been ordained for your life. Bit of a hard word. If I've upset people, well, I guess that's life. But hopefully it's in love. A bit of hard love today. God bless.